Join me along on the finals week study vlog to hopefully pass all my classes and not have to retake any courses this semester. I know it's a low bar, but it's been a little bit hectic. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe, hung where you can see. It's my first semester at med school, and while we don't necessarily have finals, we do have a few tests all basically in the same week, about 3 tests. And so there's been a lot of all-nighters, non-ending studying, and still going to those last few lectures, but yet no one's inside of class and it's giving crickets. And you have to wonder, should I be in class? What should I do? Where should I study? So just come along with me for the ride and study with me for finals week. I want to take you along in what it's like to be a medical student. I love drawing out my anatomy. It helps me to retain information so much better. So it's time for my first study break, and I love drinking coffee. I make the most basic coffee. It's just instant coffee with protein chocolate milk. And on campus, it's finally starting to be fall. Yes, fall in December in Texas. We don't really have a winter, but the leaves are finally starting to turn orange. The sun sets earlier. There's definitely a beautiful ambience on campus, and it's fun to enjoy. Until I started the Pomodoro method, I burned out quite quickly, but since starting to study in a 50-minute interval on and 10 minutes off, I've been able to have a lot more energy to focus and get through material. I'm able to study for consistent 4 hours, and the goal is to get up to consistent 8 hours. Going back to studying, I wanted to show you my histology slides. They're so pretty, but my coffee ran out and I needed to go home. Before locking in again, I want to spend some time decompressing a little bit. And so for me, I love to journal and draw and do little illustrations here and there. So I'm definitely spending a little bit of time in my journal and a little bit of time with my Bible. But after that, then I would get back to studying, because since it's finals, we can't take it chill. We do need to get in sufficient amount of hours. But I feel like daily drawing, journaling, and drawing has been one of the most relaxing things I can do, especially when it feels like I don't have that much time to explore other avenues of creativity and release. So you probably saw earlier that I have a heated blanket that I love wrapping myself in. And since getting the heated blanket, even though it's not terribly cold in Texas, it is fairly cold in Dallas. And I just want to be warm and have cozy study sessions. So join me for the rest of tonight's study session. For my upcoming test, I'm studying the gastrointestinal tract. So there are a lot of pictures of the stomach, the abdomen, and I didn't realize that the way that organs in the abdomen stay organized is by ligaments, which is kind of like, imagine you're taking 2 taffy pieces of candy and sticking them on other organs to help keep them like stuck in the same place. I think it's actually quite cool. It's just that it's a lot of details. Here are also some of the things I've been looking at while studying, just to get a mental picture. Looking at these 3D illustrations of the body, who knew so much goes into making poop? Like, so many little details, from nervous systems, blood supplies, muscles on the colon, and even fat deposits that are necessary. The body is quite complex, and I love it. I wasn't able to adjust my table because I realized I misplaced my power cord for my standing desk, but I eventually found it in between my cushions, and so I'm excited to study at my desk tomorrow because I can actually adjust to height. Good morning. I really forgot to talk to the camera while recording my finals week. There was a lot going on in my head, but I wanted to show you my scrubs that I'm wearing for the day. And then I decided, let me clean up my apartment a little bit because each day it gets more and more hectic inside of my living space. But today I'm wearing scrubs because I have a quiz, but after the quiz, I'm going to go to my cadaver lab um, to study my donated body in preparation for our gross lab test that we have later on during the week. And now that I'm ready, it's time to head out the door and get to school. Despite how busy the week has been, I actually went to morning prayers on a Wednesday. It was such a relaxing experience. It was great to be there with all the rainbows. I feel like I've been living at school because I got to school around 6 a.m. and I just wanted a snack. I always see the snack and I love it. Big Texas. It's so sweet. But I feel like, should I really pay for it? Let me use my face card. After a hectic morning, it's time to finally lock in and look at the one Christmas tree on campus. I think it's quite cute. I also forgot that for the quiz this morning, we have like a Christmas competition, like wear your best ugly Christmas sweater. And so I did grab my makeup bag while leaving the door and also my Christmas hairpins and a white sweater. I don't really have an ugly sweater, but I feel like the perfect Christmas look is a red lip and also a little red embellishment on the nose, giving Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. After my quiz and test, I had one more test to go, and this is the night before, just really trying to hone in some last details. I thought the test was at 2 p.m. and I actually had a meeting with student council, and apparently the test is at 8 a.m. So I was being a little bit lenient on my study schedule, and now I really have to kick things into gear at the middle of the night. You can see here there's no aesthetics, just me feeling like a frailing mess. But determined to crack in as much details as possible and get some studying done. I ran into this tree in the public health building, and it just has a beautiful meaning of what it means to serve the public through healthcare. But I'm officially done with my tests now, and so I'm 1/8 of a physician. So, yay!